Hello, I'm Langston and I'm back on my channel, Gymlandia. And today I'm going to be talking about just a lot of very important things I've seen happen on the gym internet in the last couple of weeks. I haven't really had like a video like this in a little minute. Obviously, I uploaded that collage of me just reading y'all host through the filth. As well as what else did I do? I had a video of that pro black video about the all black team. I just want to bring up some shit, a lot of things I wanted to say. So first, I want to kind of start with talking about Gabby, obviously. Obviously, Gabby did an interview with Time magazine, one of the most famous magazines globally. And in that interview, she talked a lot about why she left gymnastics, like what's motivating her to come back, and etc. And when I read what the fuck she said, I'm gonna play a clip of it. I'm gonna play it right here.
So why did you step away in 2016?
It was a lot. I was going through so much. There was so much controversy with how the team was picked. And I,
Wait, actually, I don't really know that much about that. What was that controversy?
mm, so I, I didn't do my best in 2016. And I know I could have definitely done better and given it
Mm-hmm.
my all like I did 2012. And so there was just a lot on the decision on the team making
Hmm.
and who was on the team. And so I got a lot of backlash. And even in the Olympics, there was so much that I was getting backlash for, but there was so much going on behind the scenes that people didn't know. And so at that point, I was like, okay, I need to take a break for myself
Mm-hmm.
and step back completely and work on me
Hmm.
because it took a lot out of me physically, mentally, emotionally. And so I was like, I'm never looking at a leotard, never touching the gym.
Yeah.
It was really a lot.
When I heard her say that basically y'all hoes bullied her out of gymnastics, I'm telling you, bruh, like a part of me wanted to just leave Skinner a mean ass DM. And what people don't talk about, it wasn't just Skinner who came for Gabby. It was Reagan Smith. It was Reagan Smith. I've also heard Maggie Nichols came for her. So, I did not know that. But I do want to know that Simone got, really blackballed by her own community for doing that. So I want to kind of do some brainstorming because people don't know this. But in 2016, and I tell people this, before Gabby Douglas, most Americans did not know shit about gymnastics. I want to say that obviously a lot of upper class white people knew about Nastia Lukin and Sean Johnson, even some middle class, but I'm talking about all of America was not fucking watching gymnastics. Gabby Douglas was the first gymnast that actually made it mainstream, which is why she got a movie dedicated to her, which is why she got a Barbie doll. Nasi didn't get that because no one gave a fuck enough about her to give her that shit. Gabby was the one who did that. So again, Gabby was the person who made gymnastics what it is today. Because without Gabby Douglas, gymnastics would be getting half the ratings it would be getting now. And I've seen a lot of black people say that Gabby walked so Simone could run. And that is the truth. And I want to say that, I think that, prior to 2016, Simone Biles has become practically a black activist at this point. But, if you go back in the past, I'm one of the biggest Simone Biles fans, but Simone Biles was really questionable in her identity. Like she said some very controversial things. Like I want to say that in 2013, I think she's like they said, "Oh, you're the first black woman to be a medal." She's like, "Oh, Kyla Ross isn't black either. There's all of these. She's not white either. All of this other like deflecting. Like, bitch, acknowledge what the fuck you are." She didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Going in 2015, she wasn't doing that. Gabby didn't have a choice. But Simone oftentimes like overlooked it until she realized everything that Gabby went through. And somebody said, part of me wonders if part of it is some of her karma. Because, she ignored, when Gabby dealt with the racism she dealt with, Simone allowed them girls to talk about her like that. And she didn't say nothing. She actually took the side of Maggie Nichols in 2016, even though Gabby beat Maggie Nichols the whole year. So again, I want to get on Michaela. Like I played that video. Michaela Skinner fell 3 times at nationals. She fell more times on one apparatus that Gabby fell at the whole Olympic trials. You fell multiple times at nationals. You got beat by Gabby and Jesselo. Like you got beat by Gabby your whole career. But all of a sudden, you think because of one Olympic trials, it's supposed to save you? Like somebody said, it shows the racism because you didn't have shit to say about Grace. Why did you not care when Grace barely beat you on the team? And to be honest, I don't think neither of them bitches should have been on the team. If I had my pick, I would have put Jade on the team. Obviously, didn't want to, get rid of Jade because, Jade had already earned that individual spot. So I guess I understand that. I would have taken my chances on Leanne Wong. I know Michaela Skinner ain't worth a damn. Like, she ain't gonna really help the USA that much. As was proven when she made it, she was gonna be super countryed out. Like, what was the point? You know what I'm saying? But I knew Leanne had the potential to go toe to toe with Suni if Suni made a mistake. And, Leanne had a pretty decent scoring potential, at least at the time. So when you're looking at that and you're considering the fact that Grace had been to 2 world championships and has not done a damn thing, why you gonna give her a third chance? And when she made it to Tokyo and do a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So if I had my pick, I would have picked Leanne. I think Marta, I'm not sure what Marta would have did. I don't think Marta would have took Skinner. But at the end of the day, I would not have done that shit. But I heard people say Michaela did, feel some kind of way about Grace, but she did not call Grace no monkey. She didn't go that hard. You see how they pick their battles. What's one thing about these Beckys? They stick together. They stick together. That's something that niggas need to learn. They stick together. And the audacity for her to think that she deserves a spot over someone who, beat you your whole career. And you think that all of a sudden, because they make one slip up, that all that shit they did prior to that just don't mean a damn thing. Are you serious? But you want them to forget about all the mistakes you made though. You want them to forget about when you landed your double twisting, double tuck dismount, and you could fit the whole state of Texas in between your legs. You want them to forget about that big ass leg separation. But bitch, I ain't gonna forget. I'm gonna put that shit on right here. I ain't forget. I ain't forget about all them times you fell on balance beam. I ain't forget about that one-handed chain you had. I ain't gonna forget. And I heard people saying she could have been a vault contender, which is true. But you got to think about from the perception of Marta. Marta was thinking about Paseka and Hong Eun-jong, who beat Simone at the last World Championships. Hong Eun-jong and Paseka are better vaulters than Skinner. Like, be for real. So, thinking of that logic, Skinner is not going to beat them unless one of them make a mistake. So again, why would you take her when she's not a medal contender? Like, she might be top fourth. She might be going toe to toe with Julia Steingruber for fourth. But if Paseka and what's her name do their best and she does their best, they're still probably going to beat Skinner. So that was the logic that Marta was thinking about when she thought about why she didn't take her. You know what I'm saying? The only one that realistically was competitive was Ashton. But the problem with Ashton Locklear was that Ashton, she, like Gabby, had a really good bar routine, but she did not do anything on all of our apparatuses. Gabby was the star of gymnastics. Prior to 2016, no one knew Simone like that. I want to say, even in the black community, black people didn't know Simone. I didn't even know who Simone Biles was until 2015. I didn't know who she was, and I'm actually a gymnastics fan. So people didn't know Simone Biles. That's why they kept introducing her. They kept introducing her in Rio because no one knew the bitch. Gabby was the face of gymnastics, and some people knew Allie, but Gabby was the face of gymnastics. That's why Gabby had all the interviews. So again, Gabby was a star of the team, and she proved to be that. People were watching, and the only reason people even found out about who Simone, Lori, and all these other bitches were was because they were watching because of Gabby in the first place. So Gabby was a star of the team. She got taken because of that. And y'all sitting up here being salty and acting weird, like they don't do this shit in every other sport. The truth is, y'all don't want to give black women the flowers. You don't want to give them the respect that they fucking deserve. And I want to get on Maggie because Maggie, I want to say the same thing about Reagan. Reagan Smith, when you got your chance to go to the international stage, you failed. But you ain't forget, you failed in 2017. You made hella mistakes at the American Cup. You were out here competing with a whole boot on your foot in 2018. Bitch, we ain't forgot. And you were competing against Lori. I heard someone in my comments say this. You weren't even competing against Gabby. You and Lori were competing against each other. And Lori was better than you on every apparatus. Lori was better on beam than you and more consistent. She was more consistent on beam than you. Because let's not forget that you failed twice on beam. You failed a lot. Like you also fucked up your chances, bitch. We ain't forgot about all the mistakes you made. You made hella mistakes. And Gabby destroyed y'all hoes at the national championships. And that wasn't even Gabby's best. So again, y'all hoes would have never put up no 60 point anything. Y'all would have put up no 60 point anything in qualifications if you made it to Rio. You would have not have broke average no more than a 15 on apparatuses. Please get the fuck out of my face. Please, bruh. Like, and they sit up here and gas at us like we don't fucking know. When Michaela Skinner made it to the international stage, what did you do? You got two per country out by Simone and Jade. You needed Simone to have a mental breakdown to even have access to win a medal, just for you to get humbled by another black girl internationally. So again, like I said, one thing about karma, karma gon' karma. Karma gon' karma. So again, you got humbled. Reagan, you ain't achieved a damn thing. Maggie Nichols, your form is horrible. To be honest, you got that bronze gift. I mean, that bronze gifted to you. You really did in 2015. But we ain't gonna talk about that. One thing about me, I'm not gonna sit up here and say no Chinese hoe deserves something over an American. I will never sit up here and ride for no Chinese gymnast. I hear people in my comments talking about Shane Chu Song. I ain't gonna ever sit up here and say a Chinese person was underscore. I don't care if it's true or not, just out of loyalty for my country. But regardless, now, when I'm talking about Psy from Japan, though, when I'm thinking about it, like, yes, I would say Psy might have deserved it. Even if Shane might have deserved it, it would never come out of my mouth. But anyway, and when you're looking at that shit, you looking at Psy's tumbling form versus hers. Be fucking for real. But they're not ready for that conversation. Let's talk about Maggie. Let's talk about the fact that I want to say Maggie got a, didn't Maggie get a higher E score than Simone? That bitch got like an 8.8 execution, I think. Be fucking for real. But y'all not ready for that. They don't want to hear that though. They don't want to hear that. But they can talk all this rah-rah about Gabby, about all these other, black girls. They didn't want to hear that. And Maggie, didn't you get beat by Gabby at the American Cup? You literally lost to Gabby at the American Cup. Bitch, I remember. You put on a show. And I heard all these people ramping Maggie up just for Gabby to humble that ass in front of the whole world. Whole stadium was packed out for Gabby. So bitch, we ain't forgot. Because I remember when hosts was trying to justify getting rid of Gabby to let Maggie compete in 2015. So yeah, that's that. And let's move on to some other shit I want to talk about. I want to talk about some brainstorming. Olympic team. I want to actually upload a video about this. But if you think about it, Gabby has a really good chance of making it to Tokyo. And the reason why is because right now the USA has a weakness on bars and beam. And Gabby is someone who fulfills that role. I want to say that obviously Sky Blakely was someone who USA took for that. Sky Blakely didn't, even at her best, she did not have that much potential in terms of scoring on bars. I want to say that she probably would, her max is Simone Biles score on bars. That's not all that, at least from a perspective of that. You have to realize that she's not consistent on being either. So yeah, but anyway, that spot is wide open on the team. If I was picking the team, that's what I would do. And I want to say there was these group of white supremacists in my comments talking all of this shit about how they was mad about me having an all black video. What's funny is they got all this shit to say when you talking about positivity about black people. But anytime y'all talking about Simone Biles is, this, and that, Gabby's this, and that, calling them the N-word apes, unartistic monkeys. We see it. Calling them men. We see all the shit y'all got, the racist shit you got to say. I'm gonna post a comment. Someone sat up here and call Simone Biles' hair nappy, a white person. This is the comment. We see the shit that y'all have to say about these girls. Where these white people at? Why they don't have shit to say when all this racist shit is being said about them? You see how they mind their fucking business then, but they got all this shit to say when you're saying positive shit about black people. So you don't care when people say negative shit about us. You don't care then, but all of a sudden when we uplift each other, you got a problem with that. You just want to see us have low self-esteem. You want us to hate ourselves. You want us to not be proud of what we are. That's what it is, bitch. You got the wrong motherfucker today. Because the one thing about me, bitch, I wear my skin like armor. I walk around this whole like Black Panther, okay? Like, bitch, you can't tell me that I'm not what the fuck it is. And I don't sit up here and think I'm better than Asian people. I don't think I'm better than white people or etc. I'm not. I know that, bitch. I know I'm not better than anybody because of my skin. But in the day, bitch, I'm proud of me. And I'm proud of me because you told me not to be. And I still am. So again, get the fuck out of my face. And these hoes tried up here and said, you're being racist. But if you're thinking logically, the team should be this. This is literally the team I want. I literally said I want Simone, Jade, a bars and bean gymnast, which it could be Suni, Jordan, and I mean, Leanne Wong or Jordan Childs and Shilese. That's literally exactly what the fuck I said. So you're literally repeating what the fuck I've been saying from day one. So you're fucking loud and wrong. That's two. And going back, I want to do some Olympic teams brainstorming about Gabby. Gabby fits that bars and beam role. She's competing against Suni. Personally, I think Suni and Gabby are competing for the same spot. I could see a scenario where they take both of them. I don't think it would be smart, considering the fact that Shilese is also good on bars and beam. So in a way, it's like, why the fuck are you taking three gymnasts to fulfill the same role? The same shit that, we saw with Simone, Jade, and Michaela. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that personally. Publicity is smart. You're taking, the person who made gymnastics. We're talking, made gymnastics mainstream in America. You're taking the greatest of all time. You're taking the first Asian American gymnast. You're getting the praise from all communities. So media wise, it's smart, but mathematically, it's not. So again, like that is my mentality. I wouldn't be shocked if they did it though, just because of the media. But anyway, like you get what I'm saying? Like there's just so much different perspectives. They need someone who has a very strong vaulter, like, a very strong vaulter, very good gymnast on floor exercise, who's proven that they can put up good scores on that. And someone who's an all-arounder, who can also rest one of these apparatuses. Because the goal is to not have more than one gymnast compete off four apparatuses. And when you're thinking about it, like, I realistically, you know, the spot for Gabby's wide open, especially considering the fact that Suni, unfortunately, not to put her on blast, Suni does have all of these health complications. Why would you put a risk on someone who you don't know if can actually put even the gloves? Who's to say she can't even compete on even bars if she makes it to the Olympics? Gabby ain't gonna have that problem. So realistically, she has a really good shot of making the team. In my opinion, without even seeing any footage from her, I would say she's one of the favorites, even though we ain't even seen shit from her just based off of where the team is right now. She is really needed. She's really needed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would really see that. Now I want to move on to Rebecca. A lot of hosts is dragging Rebecca because she's doing this double wolf turn, and I think that's very smart. She needs to drop that double pike. She lost to Suni because of that. Like she almost lost to Shilese because of the same shit. And if Shilese would have fucked up how she did, Shilese would have probably beat her. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like they both made their mistakes, same thing, with Shilese and, some of her turns. They need to get rid of some of these moves. So I think this is a very smart move for Rebecca. She only, in my opinion, could lose point 0.1 for body shape and point 0.1 for precision, maybe balance if it's really bad. That's the maximum of 0.3 tenths. You know what I'm saying? Versus at least, on her double pipe, it could be a point 0.3 step, can be out of bounds. I don't see any flex feet or like leg separation. So for the most part, her double pipe doesn't have any form errors. But in terms of like, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of places you can deduct. If she takes steps, what she usually does, she always usually overpowers it. You get what I'm saying? So that is definitely a smart thing for her. So realistically, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my video. Please check out my channel. And also, before I go, I want to drop this petty ass video. And I want to say this. I'm petty as fuck. Like, get used to it. Like, get used to me. I'm disrespectful as fuck, and I choose to be like that. And what you gonna do about it? What you can do is you can subscribe and keep seeing it. Because like I said this in one of my first videos, you love sipping the tea. Like you don't just want cups, you want a whole kettle. And I'm here to give you that. I'm here to open up a whole store just selling tea just for y'all. So make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and have a nice day. Goodbye.